Welcome back to the Gregorian Chant Academy. My name is Christopher Jasper. Many of you have asked, what are the best Gregorian chant Scolas and where can I find their albums? Well, you have asked, and now you shall receive. In this video, I'm going to give you a list of what are, in my own opinion, the best Gregorian chant Scolas, and I will provide links down below as to where you can find those albums. Just in case anyone watching doesn't know what the term Scola means, well, it technically means Scola Cantorum is Latin for school of singers. But we generally use the term to refer to an ensemble or choir of men or women singing Gregorian chants. So that's what a Scola is. And when we talk about Scolas, we have to differentiate between concert Scolas and liturgical Scolas. And you'll find recordings for both. I am not personally that interested in the concert Scolas, but they're interesting and they're entertaining, and so I'll list a few of ones I think are good. In regard to the concert Scolas, these ones are Scolas which are not focused on singing for the liturgy, for the Mass or the Divine Office. They give concerts. Many of them are not even Catholic. They just sing, chant, and other historical sacred music because it's beautiful, and they're historians, and they typically sing chant in a way what we call the historical interpretation. Some good concert Scolas are sequencia. They tend to do a lot of songs by Hildegard of Bingen, as well as a lot of other medieval music, including instrumental. Dominique Vallard and his ensemble Guillet Binchois. Dominique Vallard is kind of weird. He does some weird stuff, but he also does some really nice stuff too. And both Sequencia and Dominique Vallard and his ensemble have sung under the Scola Cantorum Basiliensis as well. The Scola Gregoriana Pragensis, this is a Scola from Prague. They do some really nice stuff, beautiful sounding voices. And then there is also the famous or infamous Ensemble Organum by Marcel Perez. Marcel Perez and his ensemble are Byzantine, and what they're famous or infamous for is taking a lot of Gregorian chants and singing them in a very Byzantine way. It's very neat sounding, very entertaining, very beautiful, but it's definitely not authentic Gregorian chant. So having covered the concert Scolas, let's now look at what are the best liturgical Scolas. That is, the groups of singers which are very good at singing Gregorian chant, focused on singing for the liturgy in the Divine Mass and in the Divine Office. Now, this is my own opinion as to what I think are the best ones. And if you had to ask me who's number one, to me, it's a little bit of a toss-up between the Abbey of Solesmes and the Abbey of Foncombeau. And if I had to differentiate between the two and put only one on top in the number one spot, I'd have to go with Foncombeau. They're just my personal favorites. But then Solesmes is right there in a close second behind them. And Solesmes does have the unique advantage of they are the ones who pioneered the restoration of the chant and produced the books, restored the melodies, came up with the whole theory of how to sing the music. So they do have that unique advantage, and when you listen to them, you are essentially getting the best interpretation according to their rules. But Foncombeau is a firm adherer to the Solesmes method, and I think they do it just so incredibly well in their own way that I just really like them. They're my favorite. But right there with Solesmes. So if I had to go first, it would be Foncombeau, second Solesmes. And Solesmes, particularly under the direction of Dom Guéjard. And then after him, Jean Clair. The recordings they put out now, I don't really care for. They're not that good. I stick with Guéjard and then after him, Jean Clair. In the third spot that takes the bronze, I will have to give it to both the monks and the nuns of the Abbey of Lubarou in southeastern France, in the Provence region. The nuns have a major album. The English title of the album is Voices from Avignon. They're very good. The monks also have a number of CDs, but they're not widely available. You can purchase them from the Abbey's website, and I'll have a link to that down below. And they're very good, but they're not available on iTunes or Amazon, to the best of my knowledge. I haven't found them there. I think the only place you can get them is through the Abbey website. So that would be third place, is Lubarou, both the monks and nuns, and then also the Abbey of Trior, also in France. So far, first place, second place, third place being a tie between the monks and nuns of Lubarou and Trior. First, second, third, all French monastic Scolas. Don't know what it is about the French, but they're very good. So the Abbey of Trior. And then fourth place. Fourth place I would give to the Benedictine monks in Spain of Santo Domingo de Silos. Some of their stuff I really like, some of it I don't care for, so it's kind of hit and miss with them. But some of their stuff, they do really, really beautiful chants. And I kind of like the robustness of their voice. The French are very, very soft and kind of ethereal, but the monks in Santo Domingo de Silos, they have a very strong, manly sound to their voice. And sometimes a little bit of an odd sound. But I don't know, I like them. And then, of course, along with them, still in the fourth place category, I would also have to list the monks of Norcia, who put out their album called Benedicta. That came out in 2016, I believe. I was once a postulant there in Norcia, pursuing a monastic vocation. Turns out it wasn't my vocation. But when I left, I wanted to remain a part of them. So I left as an oblate, and so I am a lay member of the monastery. And I left just a few months before they made the album. But I'd have to put them in fourth place, along with the Fraternity of St. Peter's album, Requiem. And that's also very good. And all of these, I'll put links down below where you can find these. And another one that I almost forgot are the Benedictine monks of the Abbey of Clear Creek in Oklahoma. They are a daughter house of the Abbey of Foncombeau, so they're very much like Foncombeau. They're very good, but not quite as good as Foncombeau. So I would have to put Clear Creek probably in the number 3 or maybe 4 category. Kind of a toss-up there, but whether they're between 3 or 4. So there you have it. There's my list of who I think are, in my own opinion, who are the best of the best in regards to chant, both on the concert side of things and then on the liturgical side as well. And that's the one I really am concerned about and focused on. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment down below. And if you enjoyed this, if you got value out of this video, please consider joining us on Patreon to help support the continuation of this project. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.